love. You found your way to the lost gold. We're chasing a trail that has long gone cold. To tell the stories that must be told. Michael's jokes light up the night. Katie's eyes catch every sight. Marilyn connects with other realms. Together they unveil the tales.
Yay!
And Mike disappeared.
I was going to say, it's just the ladies.
Sorry, I had to. My turtle showed up and needed blueberries.
Oh.
Okay.
I know it's a weird thing.
Wild blueberries or regular blueberries?
She prefers regular, but is okay if I tell them they're wild and just lie about it.
Wild blueberries, I think, holds more nutrients in it.
It could be a nutrient thing. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't checked the pH of her poop, but I could.
That'll be next.
Let me go. You guys do the introductions. I forgot my hearing aid. I will return shortly.
Okay.
Let the girls handle this.
Yeah. We're in good hands. I'm going to go ahead and introduce you there, Miss April. So, all right, everybody, for watching. Thank you. Our guest tonight is a celebrity psychic medium. She is the creator and co-founder of Ghosted Magazine, and everyone really knows her as the Psychic Housewife of New Jersey. Everybody, please welcome Miss April Busset to the show. Yes.
Guys, I'm so happy to be here. I miss you guys.
Miss you too, my dear. Things are going well?
Oh my God, wait. Marilyn, coordinator of chaos.
Yeah.
And you're the herd of goats. Okay. Yeah. A goat in need of herding. Oh my God, that's so funny. You know, I think I had to ask you guys, where'd you come up with the lost goat?
I just like goats. I wish I could tell you there's something more to it. I just like goats, and I was like, yeah, goat.
No, I like it. It's so unique. And then I was thinking about it. I'm like, I think I had asked him before, but you know, I forgot. So
some people think it means greatest of all time.
That's it. That is it. Absolutely.
Yeah. I literally just like goats. And I asked Mary Lynn one day, I was like, hey, can you draw a picture of a goat? And she's like, oh, yeah. And then we had Screamy the goat as our mascot. And then it just, when I decided, that I wanted to do more, talk to Mary Lynn and Katie, and we decided to create Lost Goat Productions so we could start making our own stuff and do our own thing.
And you guys are doing great, too. I just see you everywhere.
Thank you.
Marilyn, I see that you're doing, what are you doing?
My intuitive paintings?
No, not the intuitive paintings. Design.
Oh, graphics design. I do merchandise and all that stuff. Yes.
Oh my God, that's fabulous. I have to talk to you. I saw that. I'm like, oh my God, that's fantastic.
Yep.
She does good work.
I do it all myself. So, yep.
Yeah. Well, her artwork is phenomenal. I remember sitting next to her. I'm like, wow, she's good. Yep. Eric. Oh my God, I love Eric. Everyone knows Eric.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
what up, B-Dub?
And Miss Krista
in the house.
Hello, Krista. That's your wife, right?
Yes.
She's gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Oh my God, she's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
And she's right now we're suffering in silence as our AC it hasn't worked in close to a year, but summertime is when we really start to feel it right now.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's fine.
Go get an air conditioning. I always broke through Mercury retrograde. So Mercury
Mhm.
retrograde, beautiful. I knew it was going to hit me hard because I'm an Aries. My Nespresso machine broke. Yay, Eric! I love Eric. My air conditioner went. What else? Something else broke. It's like, oh my God, Ron! Hi, Ron. I love Ron.
Hello. Oh, and happy birthday to Eric, by the way.
Yes, happy
Yes.
birthday,
Happy
Eric.
belated.
Yeah, he
Yep.
finally made it to 21. He's old enough to drink. We're proud of him.
Yeah. He's like one of the nicest guys in the field. Like it's so like a rarity, you know.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah,
you
he's a good
guys,
dude.
you guys are so nice, you know.
Thank you.
Aw,
Drama
thank
free,
you.
just nice people. Like he's like that too.
I think that's so. So tell me a little bit more about you got a new car, Mercury retrograde.
Uh,
Yeah. No, we had to buy a new air conditioner. My Nespresso, my beloved Nespresso machine, which I travel with, you know, when we do, you know, Paracons. So I'm like, oh, my baby.
Yeah, that's a must-have.
mhm.
So, but all is good. We have Mercury retrograde, but we got Leo in Jupiter, and it's so good. You know, this is certain signs. It depends on your heart. Are you a Leo?
Me or Sagittarius.
This is
Sagittarius.
time period. It's
Yeah.
a short time period. Oh, Sag is doing great. I'm a Sag rising. Marilyn, what are you?
I'm a Sag.
Yeah, I'm December 3rd.
Oh, you're a Sag
He's
too. And
15th.
20th.
Oh, 20th. 20th.
okay.
The other end. Yeah.
Katie, what are you?
I'm a Taurus.
Katie, what are you?
Taurus.
Oh my God! This is like Taurus is money this year, bringing in money.
Okay.
For Taurus has been really rough like few years, but financially, money just like it's like you had a blockage and money comes in. Sag is like Sag is in the spotlight, but we have Jupiter and Leo, so this is depending on your chart how it's where planets you have. This is a millionaire like month. The Jupiter Leo makes millionaires. So people hit the lottery or come onto something or they sell their product, whatever, and become millionaires. So this is a very lucky period. Play the lottery.
Good.
Aries. Oh, no.
Yeah, she's
wait.
April 20th.
So she's an Aries.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's an
Aries.
I'm an
Taurus
Aries
cusp.
too, Krista. Oh my God, Krista, Krista, the Aries had a rough time. And we're out of
They
it. No
did.
more blockages. We paid our karmic past. So that's over. Let me just see here. I am almost 200% positive that she's an Aries. Oh, fellow Aries, I love it. She's absolutely gorgeous too. I remember I saw a picture. I'm like, oh my God, who's that beautiful woman? And it's funny,
Yes.
I sent out like invites for people to come on, and my friend Karen wrote back, "Oh, I love Michael. I'm so glad." And his wife is gorgeous. And I said, "Yeah, she is."
She really is.
So everyone knows your wife.
That's awesome. Yeah, she's like she's got that what do they call it? Like celebrity adjacent. Not that I'm like a Z-lister, but she's like
Everyone
she's
knows
like
her.
A Z to the first power lister, it's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
she has an Aries. She has great intuition. So listen to her.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She always has great intuition.
Yeah.
And Katie, you're a Taurus?
Yeah, I'm a Taurus sun. I'm an Aquarius moon.
So very creative.
So I mean, does that mean are you like the front half of Taurus or the back half? Like, are you the horns or the butthole? Like, what is that?
It
I'm
depends
not the ass.
on how you treat her, right?
Yes. Yes.
Because you
That's
don't
exactly
want to get Taurus pissed at you. They hold
No.
a grudge. Everyone says Scorpio, Taurus will hold a grudge forever.
Yes.
And not say anything. But they just have that look on their face. You're done.
You do. Oh, we've got Misty Gaither on here. Misty, I don't think I'm
Misty
going to make
Gaither.
it to the event, but just to be fair, I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show everybody why.
He just wants to show off his body.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
Just had the first
Hi,
step of
Trina.
my ablation procedure, and it is painful because you can't do any type of medication or anything, and you can see that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's all the injections, and they go into your spine with all these needles, and
I know
so-
you, poor thing. You've really, had a rough year. But
Hey,
You know,
my deposition is November 2nd. I'm very excited.
okay, just tell you something.
Yeah,
Once you have the depositions, that's when the money comes.
that's what I'm hoping for.
As soon as you have depositions, like within 2 months, I would even say a month, you got to check.
Yeah, because I think they
He's
do the
getting
deposition to
a
try to
private
say, hey,
plane.
are there poke holes into what you're trying to say? Are you
Of
lying?
course.
But the
Listen,
thing is I'm not.
don't
It's
pay.
all
Yeah,
very
don't.
clear cut.
Yeah, don't pay attention to that. They try
Yeah.
to,
I mean, it's
they
pretty
try.
cut and dry. So
Oh yeah, for sure. Of course.
my hairy little balls are in their court.
Yeah. No, this is a great year for you, Maron. Like, like when people say, "Oh my God, you had bad luck." No, you're alive. You're alive.
Yeah.
So you're
I've
lucky.
had 3 different neurologists. What's crazy is I finally got to see my actual medical records because I haven't seen them this whole time.
Yeah.
And the first day at the injury, they kind of pull me in and they go, "Yeah, this is all it's kind of we think is wrong." And I mean, everything seems okay, nothing too bad. And then the next day, they're like, "Oh yeah, no, he's dying."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were like, "Yeah, nope,
Jesus.
things have gone terribly wrong. This does not look good. He's
Yeah.
not gonna make it." I mean, literally the second day, it was
Yeah.
basically like, "Yeah, we're
That's
just
what
kind
I'm
of."
saying. Like, you weren't unlucky. You were lucky. You're
Oh,
so
yeah.
lucky. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So-
That's why I try to tell people, man, life is about hardships, but it's not about succumbing to them. It's about what you do with them when you get them, because we're all going to get them. It's what you do after the fact, man. So that's why I tell people, you got to find them. You got to get up, dude. It sucks.
Yeah, you got to get up. Look, you are a perfect example of that. I was saying, like, we have ebbs and flows. Not everything's. You can't taste the sweet without the sour.
I can't taste either.
No, yeah, no, he can't taste it all. So there you go. That's another $1 million. Check on that.
It's crazy, but yeah.
Well, I did tell him that he has used one of his 9 lives, so
yeah.
Oh,
anymore.
I used probably a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad that you're with us and you are so beloved.
Well, let's talk a little bit about you. You've been killing it. You obviously every TV show you're on is amazing, but now you've been on TikTok. I love to hop on your TikToks because you always seem to connect with some incredible people. And how's that going for you?
Oh my God, I love TikTok. I just I started out actually on Instagram, and that's how I got discovered on for travel for the Holzer Files.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I went to Facebook, and then it just Facebook. I think Facebook, everyone's cranky.
Yes.
No, I got really busy, so I stopped doing it, and I said I want to start up again. I want to go back to my roots. I miss doing that. So so I'm back on TikTok. I'm trying to put as many hours in as I can, which is not a lot. I see some people on there for 4 hours. I'm like, do you have a freaking life?
Right? Yeah. Calm down.
Yeah, I got because I do readings. I had readings today, but then I cooked. I fell asleep. I've been gone almost every weekend for private events. So I feel like so I'm doing a lot of private events. I have one this weekend, and then I think end of August I'll be in Pennsylvania. I forgot what town it is.
Oh, where in Pennsylvania?
Oh my God, I have to look at it. I forgot. I have to actually fly out there. It's that far from me.
Oh, it's probably Western PA then.
Yeah. Like it's 6 hours away. But I'm doing an interdimensions.
Oh, I saw that ad.
Oh,
okay. I know Brian Kano's going to be there. Justin Party.
Yep.
That's one of those ones where you could just not be there, but say you were there, just in a different dimension.
Yeah.
I know, it's funny. Oh wait, let me look at it. When I looked it up when they asked me to be part of it, and then I looked because I'm like I'm not driving anymore. I'm done driving places unless it's 2 hours. But now I always tell them you have to fly me out. I can't do the drive anymore. It's maddening, especially if you when I used to go into Virginia or something like that, in Washington. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Where a 7-hour trip turns into a 10-hour trip.
Yeah.
You guys know how that is.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you guys have been doing a lot of travel. You know what? I said, you know what? I wanted to slow down a little. I was really starting to miss my family. I was gone every weekend, and I was really missing. I would get homesick, so I want to like shorten that. And now I'm just doing like gallery readings, and I'm getting hired for a ton of private events, which I love. Where does this say it is?
Private events are great. I'm tired of having to wash my thong over and over again, you know?
I love it. You know, it's funny. I don't know where it is. I have to look it up. It's in Pennsylvania. It's on my website, intuitiveapril.com.
I remember I saw that just today, April. And I saw it. Yeah. So
yeah, so I'm excited. So that's going to be fun. They're really good people. It's for charity too. I'm not for charity. No, I'm kidding. So where the hell am I going with this? I should have never napped. Oh, so I'm doing something new too. I'm going back. I'm trying to go back to my roots because I want to be home, like home base, and do my private events, and all my readings are done here, so it's great. I started up because I used to teach classes. I taught psychic development, mediumship, psychic detective. I work with Patty at Patty's school every so often, like as a celebrity teacher. So I said, I'm going to bring back my class. So I started the mediumship lab. So I'm doing that now for the month of August. It's like a 4-week course. It's like 90 minutes every Thursday. So I am so excited because everyone kept asking, when are you coming back? When are you coming back? And I'm like, you know what? I love teaching, you know? I love, everyone just needs that. We all have this gift. It just depends on how much you put into it, you know? Because you can get so far, but not everyone's going to be a Picasso, but you have to put the work in, you know, Mary Lynn, because I know like every year, like my abilities get more powerful every year, but I put the work in, and that's you got to do. You can't just sit back and, it's like working out. If you don't work out, you're going to lose your muscle.
Yeah. You've got to develop, right? You have to have consistency. It's key.
Yeah. It's funny. That's how I really started the lives. I said, because, I said, because when I started out doing like publicly going bigger, I said this 100 years ago, I started going on Instagram. I said, oh, this is good practice for me. Let me read the audience. And I did it for practice for me. So like, I wouldn't lose my gift, so, and then it turned into so much bigger. As soon as I like came out publicly and did that, that's like TV contacts you. I got contacted by like a lot of, TV shows, and some didn't go through. Like we all know I can't tell you how many contracts I've signed, right? Like I have it on my computer, like, there's a folder, of all my contracts and the shows that didn't go through, but it was funny. It sucked. I was signed up for one show. It was great. And it was like COVID. It was right before COVID, and then COVID hit, and then that was it.
Crushed everything, right? That was a weird.
I know. And then wait, I had another show I was doing with my friend Britt Barbieri. You guys probably all know her. We were greenlighted by Travel Channel. Like this was Travel Channel's thing. We were just getting ready, like to make accommodations to fly out where we're supposed to go. And then we find out Travel Channel sold. Nobody knew. So, I see you guys in the meeting. Yeah, we're in the meeting.
Yeah.
We're all having a meeting here.
I'm going to need those TPS reports. Okay.
oh my God, that's my favorite movie. I love that movie.
So good.
What movie?
Office Space.
Office Space, yeah.
It came back. It came out way back in 1999, and it just slaughtered I've been in the corporate world like my whole life, April. So like when that movie came out, like it was just like, yes, it's totally slaughtered corporate life and just how insane it is, and just I love it. I love that movie.
Wait, was that the one guy that you were going to steal from the place?
I think so. That's
Think-
one where
Oh,
they
what's the
take the baseball bat to the printer or
I've
the
not
fax
seen it.
machine, right?
Yeah, Office Space. You gotta watch it. It's hilarious. Yeah.
You know what I'm loving? I understand, like in the '90s, like the '90s clothes are coming, the styles coming
Mhm.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the '90s.
Me too.
I'm like, I went online.
Agree.
I'm like, I am ordering all like the cute little dresses that we wore in the '90s. I'm like, I want
Yeah.
these. I'm so excited it's
I'll
back.
I'll never
You
forget.
know, the Doc Martens.
A couple weeks ago, was it a couple months ago, I saw a girl. It was online. It was a photo of some girl, and she had a scrunchie in her hair, and I got so excited because I was a girl of the '90s. I had long hair like I have now, and she had her
Yeah.
hair in a scrunchie. I was like, scrunchies are coming back. I was so excited over that. I don't know why, but I was like, yeah, the '90s are coming back.
Granny. Oh, wait a minute. Nobody uses scrunchies. Are you scrunchies?
Yeah.
But to go to
And then
bed, you know, like throw
what were
your
the
hair up.
shoes? Jellies?
I
Jelly
never wore
shoes. I think
those.
that was an '80s thing,
Yeah.
though. Maybe I don't know.
That's '80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it an 80s thing?
The '90s, we went into like Doc Martens, you know, went
I
darker.
remember the
low
Jinko
rise
jeans
Grunge.
with the giant, you know, they were like
What
the
about
giant
baby doll dresses, baby doll shirts?
Those
Oh
are
my
all
God, I
coming
love,
back.
love, love.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all come back. I know. I just got my daughter a pair of Doc Martens. I'm like,
the CD
oh,
player.
love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what? Yeah, we're going back, man.
Yeah. That was the
Yep.
fun stuff.
So you know, what do you guys think of AI? Like I know, like I keep seeing like
Well,
the controversy. I love AI.
AI is great. It's
It
just
has
it's not
worked
actually
out.
AI. So what it
Yeah.
is it's a program that has been developed to go through other programs to pull together what you ask for based on data that already exists. So it's really more of a
Yeah, yeah,
collection than it is an actual artificial
yeah,
intelligence. It's more of like an artificial
yeah.
gopher. And I think that's
Yeah,
great for
yeah,
what it does.
exactly. I think it's great too. Like I know everyone's like, I'm like, oh my God, just stop, everyone. Just it's here. It's not going
Yeah.
anywhere. I love it. I get great recipes, you know.
Yes.
And if I need a poster, I love it. I'm like,
My favorite is they just found this company and nailed them to the wall because they had gotten $450 million of investment into this AI program that can, you basically just give it an idea and it is able to create the app based on your idea. And they're like, this is incredible.
yeah,
It turned out it was just 700 people in India that were taking the information and manually putting in the code and creating it. So,
no,
yeah.
get out of here. The little
Oops.
So, 6, 7, I guess.
No, I keep seeing like this big drama and the controversy over people fighting over AI. I'm like, like, do we have nothing better to do? Like, but I get it, you know, how people feel about it. But I'm like, I get great freaking recipes. I'm like,
Well, you can tell that it's AI most of the time, and there's always
Oh, yeah.
of course you can. Yeah,
and even when we do
yeah,
like our
I use
pictures
it
and
I
stuff
use
like
it all
that.
the time, but it's easy.
Yeah.
I don't have time. I used to love creating, you know. You know, I didn't post it yet. But I do these little videos, you know, little tidbits. I usually do a lot like on my readings and stuff like that I do. I post like my readings I do on TikTok, like my lives, which is so much fun. I got to post a few of those. But then I talk about like things like, and I did a video how I talk about how, you know, most psychics have some type of creative ability. So either we draw or we sing or music, you know, Cindy Kazar. I paint too. A lot of people don't know that. So, you know, like you, Mary Lynn.
Snort
So
cocaine.
most psychics, you know, snort cocaine. We do that too, you
Never
know,
tried
because we got to keep going. But that's because we work with our right brain, and the right brain is the creative side. And we actually need that for our readings when we read, because when we're getting information, or the spirits or whoever you're talking to actually use the creative side of your brain to like show you images.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
still have to
it's
interpret,
crazy.
right?
We still have to interpret, you know, but then I'm talking about that. Do we hear voices? I just did a video on that, and we do. Like sometimes I will hear them loud and clear. I remember having a guy next to me, like I'm hearing him word for word, and then it breaks up, because, you know, I always tell people, like, you know, people are like, can you ask him? I'm like, listen, this isn't Verizon, you know, so Like, I'm talking to somebody in another dimension, but like sometimes you get them clear as day. I've been woken up in the middle of night by, and this is another. A lot of people like say, "Oh, a spirit came to me," and I said, "Do you know who they were?" No, I said, "Random spirits aren't coming to you. It's going to be somebody you know. It really will. It most likely, unless you're tuning into somebody or an area of somebody you don't know, but your house really very rarely, or ghosts gonna come. Like I've had it.
It would be hilarious. So if it was just like a ghost, like, "Hey, I'm lost.
Yeah.
I don't know what street I'm at." That would be funny.
This isn't Verizon. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. That's like my famous line. I'm like, hey,
I'm
this
looking
isn't
for
Verizon.
Jessica. Like, is she here?
Oh my
Right.
god, it's so funny when they do that. It's funny. I've had a few people come to me because they were looking for the money or the will.
Oh, okay. That's a good one.
But I actually did find one will. But for some reason, like I always tell people, when we cross over, it's all about love, and everything is like just beauty and love. Their love for us, so they share memories with us. Um, so it's not about like giving us the money, and they're always watching over us and everything like that. But I did do a reading one time for a granddaughter of a famous mobster, right? Oh no, the
What?
daughter of a famous one. I didn't know at the time, so I didn't realize that. And I'm talking because we're getting bits and pieces, so I had the pieces together to decipher it. But I'm like, oh, I have this guy here, blah blah. I say the name, and still not catch on who it is. And he's talking about his other. He has two families, one in New York and one in New Jersey, like literally. And then I say the other family daughter's name, like the other daughter he had, and let's say it's Katie, and it's not Katie, it's an Italian name, but and she goes, "Fuck her," and I'm like, oh, and then I'm like, wait a minute, he showed me that he buried money on the New Jersey property. She's like, we found that. I said, no, there's another spot right next to it. So I'm like, you better get over there. They found that money.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy, but the guy was very famous for the way he dressed, and it's not the person you think about that you're thinking of. But I remember because I'm saying he showed me, he's like, he dressed weird, like there was something off about the way he dressed. He was known for this, but and I realized who it was. I'm like, God, please don't call me again. I've read for quite a few mobsters, like or family members. So I don't want to be involved in that. Oh my God, there was a very I read for a very famous singer's mother.
Oh, that's
Huge. Cool. And I remember saying to her, I said, hey, listen, I got to tell you something. You guys got to be careful. Something's going on. Like somebody's getting arrested. I said, I feel like the whole family's getting arrested. Like something. Then a couple of weeks later, I see them on the news. The whole family got arrested. I forgot what it was for, embezzlement, whatever. I didn't.
Well, it's because they still haven't found what they're looking for.
Yeah. But they're like this singer is well known, so I'm like, wow. I told her that. I read like most of the whole family. Yeah, so I'm like, but when I saw them, I'm like, oh, don't call me.
Right.
I'm a firm believer that memory is the transactional value of it is the transactional currency of time. In other words, the value of time is represented in the memories that we create, right? Because that is really what makes time valuable to a person, right?
Yeah.
Is what they can recall and what they can think of, especially once they pass. So I think it's a good idea for people to
they share
create
their memories with them.
And know that you're going to get shared. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know when they come through, they'll bring up things that only those two would know. Like, so it's concrete. Like, I remember doing this reading, and I'll argue with spirit in my head. Like, you can see my face. I'm like, so I remember I'm reading, and this girl's mom comes through, and she's talking blah blah blah. She's like, and now the mom's showing me like apples, and I'm saying in my head, I'm like, lady, I'm not saying that you baked apple pies, because what mother does, I'm like, that's lame. Give me something good, because I always tell them, give me something good, guys. I said, give me some. And I hear her go, just say the word apple, plurally, apples. So I said, all right, your mom wants me to say apples. And she screams, she goes, "Oh my God." I said, "What?" She goes, "That was her nickname." I'm
Oh
like,
wow, that's
I
cool.
know. So like I have to,
You
you
never
have to
know, right?
trust what they're saying. But sometimes even I'm like arguing. I'm like, get out of here. I'm not saying that. You
But and
know?
that shows you when you pass and you are in that spiritual realm,
Yeah.
the value, the
Yeah.
currency that you possess is in the form of memory.
Yeah. That's it.
Mhm.
That's why like people think they're gonna come back and tell them where the will is, where the money is. It really doesn't work that way. What they come back is to share memories. To
Right.
like and you that you because that's the heartwarming part of it. Because then you know that's really them. Because who could have known that? I did that. Oh God, I gotta text him too. Steve Barton, Terrifier. You know,
Yeah.
Mr. Uncle Creepy, love him. I was at yeah, we were at an event. We were both getting interviewed on the show, and I usually don't do random readings. Like if you're with me, I'm not gonna just like I just don't do that. But his mom came through. I'm sitting there and I said blah 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 this, but then I said something that nobody knew about her death, or something that like it wasn't mysterious, but something about her death. But I did something, a gesture that only he knew.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and he freaked out. And I know he's going, I feel bad because I know like this is the rough month. I think she passed this month. So, but it was so crazy. But they'll come through, like, and they're going to give you that one concrete evidence that only you know.
So can I just tell people that I'm a psychic and
Yeah.
feel like
You,
it's not
but
for
you better
me.
have evidence. You better have
It's
evidence because
the
I
only
see
you know.
but
I
like,
don't
come
think
on,
I would get away
everyone,
with it.
this because everyone's
I would be in trouble.
claiming to be psychic. Everyone's bio now
Yeah.
is psychic medium. Psychic.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yep.
if you can't give the evidence, shut up.
Yep.
Really,
Mhm.
you have
Yeah.
no evidence. Don't do that. It's wrong to do to people because I've seen people go up there. I have a father here. All right, 50-50 chance. All right, that's good. That's good. Male or female, and I know trying to read like they say they love you. No, your father's here, and they're like, no, my father's still alive. All right, this is your brother. I have no brother. It's your uncle then. My father was an only child. It's like yours.
Yeah. It,
Oh
it
my,
can it can
Move
I mean
on.
now
but
even as a psychic you can be wrong. I mean you just get
Oh yeah.
wrong
oh, you get
information.
information, but you know what? Wait, let me give you an example. This
Yeah.
is not really a reading, but I was invited to this location in Jersey. I hate history. Anyone know? I failed history all 4 years. I don't even know how I graduated. I had to go to night school because I hated history. But I remember
Oh,
going to this historical site that my friends had invited me to, and before I go, I'm tuning into it, and I'm like, I'm seeing George Washington with two of his men like running in the backyard of this place, like hiding behind trees, and they had to hide out this place. So when I get there, the curator of the place, I said, "Oh my God, Leon," I said, George Washington was here, because I saw him hiding out with two of his men. He goes, "No, April," really nice about it. He goes, "No, the timing's wrong," and I'm like, "This is what makes or breaks you as a psychic. You have to stand your ground." I said, "Leon, I know what I saw, but that's okay. That's okay." And I think it was a week later or 2 days later, he calls me. He goes, "April, you're not going to believe this." He said, we were going through, all the documents that they found a letter from George Washington thanking them for letting him hide out there. Because I guess he's doing
wow.
it. Yeah,
Wow.
with two of his men. Because I said he's hiding.
You did say that. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
he was hiding.
Yeah,
So it was
That's pretty
that's neat.
dope. Fairbanks in the house.
So let me ask you a question, April. I like to ask every psychic medium I meet this question because I love all the variety of answers. And I always preface it by saying I can't do what you and Mary Lynn do. I'm not a medium. I can't talk to dead
You're a
people.
logical brain. That's why. You're like the logical. You're very grounded, which is good too. But not meaning that you won't have the ability or feel something because we all have it. Because Katie,
Right.
you must have felt something before in your life that like you're like, oh, I knew it. We all
Yeah.
have that innate ability. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have gifts. I mean, I consider myself intuitive, but I
Yeah.
work more with the living, you know what I mean, than I
Yeah. Yeah.
do the dead.
That's good.
So
Yeah. Like you can read people. Do you know what?
yeah.
I'm the worst with people. The worst with the living.
Oh, you're
My
better with
husband,
dead people.
I'm great with dead people. With the living, I'm horrible.
Really?
So,
I'm the
yeah.
opposite. So I always like to ask.
Because usually I go in, I like, oh my God, I love. My husband goes, that's it. He goes, now I know they're an asshole because you said you like them. Anyway, what's the question? I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. So I like to ask for someone like me who doesn't do what you do, how would you recommend if I wanted to grow my mediumship abilities? How would you recommend I do that? What steps should I take?
All right.
What advice would you
Water,
give?
sunlight, vitamins.
Right. Good sleep,
No,
diet,
I know a lot of people that might work. I always open your shades when you wake up in the morning. Let the sun in. But meditation. But I know a lot of people say I can't meditate. Neither can I because I shop. I will shop in my head, but I can't force my. Even if you do 5-10 minutes. But there's other forms of meditation. But meditation is the key because you know why? The key to this is to hear or feel, pick up stuff, anything is to quiet your mind. We have to learn to quiet our mind so we can hear them. When your mind is quiet, and once you learn that, once you get to that spot, that's the sweet spot, Marilyn. That sweet spot, you're able to do it on command. You can do it at any time, but meditation is the key. But you don't have to sit there like because I know me, I will shop. I'm shopping in my head during meditation. I found that walking, when I go for walks,
Sure.
I pick up so much information. It relaxes my mind when I walk. Also, the shower. Marilyn, I've talked to other psychics too. How much information have you gotten in the shower?
Way too much.
I know, me too. I'm like, Jesus Christ, could I
They've
just
even come to visit me in the shower, and I had to put the boundary. You can't do that.
But you know what? Is that not that anyone really comes in the shower with me, or I know of, no. But anyway, I start grabbing information, like either like from my next reading, but it's always because we're relaxed, the body relaxed. So
Well, and the
that's
water's the conduit.
yeah, absolutely. And I love water, but I know walking. So you have to find that one thing that makes you quiet your mind, and that's when you'll start picking up, on. So, but you know what, Katie, you have that ability with people. That intuitive with the living. I don't know about you, Marilyn, but I'm horrible with the living, like with judging people. Because I was like, how did you not know that? And I'm like, because I'm going in there as a human. Like because I want.
Well, my biggest problem seems to be gravity. So.
Yeah. Me too. I fall all the time. I trip over air.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
yeah.
But yeah. I'm sorry, what was that?
But I do pretty good with people and with the dead. So it's kind of
I'm horrible with people. I'm horrible. But I will tell you, because unless I tune into them, and now I've been doing it, and I'm like, you know what, screw this.
Yep.
I want to just naturally live and be able to meet people and experience that,
Yeah.
I don't want to have to tune in because I'm going to hate everyone then, So
So I have a question for you.
Myself closed off so that way I'm not reading everybody. So whenever I do, it's like flipping a switch. Okay.
I have to, it's not even a switch for me. It's just, I just have to it's my intention, Let me tell you something. This my husband is awesome. Mike is good at reading people. Oh,
he is.
I'm sure you are too, Krista. Is an Aries usually, but my husband, he's so funny with that. Again, I lost my train of thought. I shouldn't have napped. My brain is I swear to God, I'm like, I woke up like before coming on. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be so groggy on this show.
Here's a question. Okay.
I remember my husband's like, you know what? You got to start reading people. And going, I said, no, I want to go be normal, go to get my hair done. But so then he put it in my head. He's like, start reading people when you go out. And I'm like, all right. So I remember before I was going to go get my hair done, I'm like, all right, I'm going to do this. I always go like this. I do this in my hands. Give me something. And I'll be like, it showed me a dog that had passed, somebody's dog, a little brown dog. And so I'm like, oh, someone just lost a dog. So I go in and the girl's washing my hair. I'm like, hey, do you have any animals? She's like, no, and all of a sudden this guy sits down next to me and he's getting his hair washed. And the girl, so how you doing? Oh, not good. My dog just died. And I'm like, and then I see him hold up the picture and I'm like, oh, that's the doggy. I'm like, all right, I'm not doing this anymore. But you want to hear a horrible story? This is like the worst. This is like a learning lesson that you don't want to know.
Lay it
So
on us.
you know, it's hard to read family and friends. It really is. You can't be objective. You can't use your intuitive side, but you go into the logical. Well, one time again, my husband goes, "Why don't you start doing world events?" I absolutely not. I'm not getting involved in that BS because you're
It's
opening
true.
yourself up to be attacked, and I just want to live life nicely. Well, anyway, so I woke up the next morning. I'm here at my desk. I said, "All right, guys, I want you to give me some information of anything that's going to happen in the world, like some world happening. What's going to happen?" And with that, I heard active shooter. I'm like, all right, well, there's been a lot of active shooters, and then they show me my daughter. Now I'm freaking out. Now I think I'm making
Robert.
this up in my head. All right, and then I heard a man's voice go, "But she'll be far away." So I'm like, "Oh, I'm done. I'm done." Whatever. I imagine that. So now 9 o'clock that night, my phone rings. It's my daughter. She goes, "Mom." She goes, "There's an active shooter." I fell to my knees. She goes,
Wow.
"But I'm far away," just like the man told me.
Wow.
This happened at the Dream Mall, American Dream Mall here. There was an active shooter. Somebody got shot.
Wow.
And, but exactly what he said to me.
That's
said,
crazy.
It was crazy. And I looked at my husband and I said, "You mother fluffer, don't ever do that to me again." Because I'm like, I don't want to know. See, listen, everyone's like, "Oh, if I had that gift." No, because guess what? Nobody told me when it was going to happen, the date, the time, so I couldn't stop it. So imagine having that in your head.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's another thing too. We talked about how memory is what is, the value of time. But if you already know those memories before they are memories, they start to lose that value. So that makes it difficult for a psychic if they already know what's to come. It makes
Yeah.
those meetings less transactional and harder, I think, on psychics to, I guess, have that because it tears you apart, right?
Yeah.
Having to see these
Yeah.
things over and over again, right? It takes away from that value, and I think that's
Well,
important that
we're not
you
going to know
find
everything.
ways.
Yeah, we're
Right,
not
right,
going to
right.
know
Never, right? Yeah,
everything. Thank God,
yeah. Whew.
No. Yeah, you don't want to know because and then again, not always like that's what my video is about. Like we will hear them talking, which I did audibly heard this guy say this to me. Then we'll see like a little movie, or they give us little pictures.
Mhm.
I was doing a reading for someone. A girl lost her father when she was a child. So when the father was coming through and explaining stuff to me, I was actually in crayon. It was so
Oh
weird.
wow,
Like it was the weird. I've seen the weirdest stuff come through. You know.
that's pretty interesting.
Oh,
Yeah.
and names usually I'm really good with names. But I remember one time I was doing a reading for this lady, and I'm like, "Oh my god, this guy is coming through." Wait a minute. I said, "He's give let me feel." I know his name begins with an M. The spirit actually spelled out his name, so I'm
Oh
going
wow.
M-A. I'm hearing like R-I-O. I'm like Mario.
Oh wow.
And
Hmm.
that's true story. True story. He's like, it was like, I call it playing charades with the dead.
So obviously there's an on-off switch that a lot of you guys you use, you try to keep control of. But have any of you been in that position of where you're kind of stressed out, you're panicked, and it just kind of bursts. They kind of burst through that barrier because it's worn thin. Maybe like you've got food poisoning and you're on the shitter,
Yeah.
having the time of your life, and then here comes Craig the ghost. Yeah, about Jessica again. I still can't find her.
Yeah.
Uh,
I
and
don't
you're like,
Where's
not now, Craig.
Yeah.
where's
That
my
doesn't
extended warranty?
If you
Yeah.
don't have a personal connection, usually usually it's going to be somebody you know. Very
Okay.
rarely will that happen.
Okay.
Like I always tell my students, random spirits aren't going to come to you, with information. But sometimes you will get. This is funny. I was just talking about a couple months ago. This kept happening to me during my TikTok readings. I started reading this one. She was from the UK too, and I'm reading and blah blah. Everything's going good, blah blah. Information great, and all of a sudden this guy bursts through, and all of a sudden I'm watching this man walk. He's walking, and there's another man, and this guy gets thrown over the bridge. He's murdered.
Oh wow. Just
So I'm
whoop.
like, So I know, and that never happened to me. And I'm like, wait a minute, this guy just hijacked the reading, and I'm live doing this. I'm telling this lady what I'm saying. She goes, I don't know him, but she goes, I know of that story. It just happened.
Oh,
I
wow.
said, well, this guy showed me he was murdered. He didn't jump. He was murdered. I even saw what the guy looked like. I'm not saying
Wow.
I don't want this guy coming, even though it's in the
Right.
UK, because I've outed murderers live, and they will come after you.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, it's not good. Yeah, Lisa Williams told me that, and I'm like, because that happened to her. She outed a killer. There wasn't a hi Patty. Patty was there. Patty's my moderator for TikTok and my good friend.
Hey, Patty.
Hey, Patty.
She's awesome, but she was there. Patty, remember that? That was so weird. That whole that month, murderers kept breaking through my readings that had nothing to do with these people, weren't related, but the people knew of it.
Wow.
It's like
See, and that's like the dark side of reading, right? Like it's not always puppy dogs and angels.
Yeah. So they knew, they took that opportunity. The dead took that opportunity, knew that person would know somebody to them. So
Yeah.
that was crazy. But when I'm watching it, it was, I swear to God, I'm in the midst of doing a reading, and all of a sudden I'm like, this dead person, another one comes through, and he's taking me through, showing me what happened.
Wow, it's like the step-by-step.
Yeah, Patty, that was a crazy month. We had nothing but random murders come through.
Wow.
During my readings. I've never had that happen before. I mean, I've had spirit wake me up, but it was somebody I knew that died. Every time a spirit wakes me up, it's somebody that I knew that died.
Wow.
So but never
have you had an interaction with a murderer?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Is it a different feel, different vibe?
Yes. You know what? So here again, they're stuck. They didn't want to cross over, so they still have that personality, and they're
Sure.
because I've been hit by a dead murderer.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So physically hit. I've been pushed. It's crazy, but they don't want to cross over because there's really not a heaven and hell. But where they are, so when we cross over, we come right to the pearly gates. We're there, our loved ones are there, regardless of what we did. But we must go through a life review. Everyone has to go to cross to the other side, whether it's good or bad. Just you have to come to terms with your life. So you have to see, all right, from you being mean to this person, how it affected them and other people around them. You just have to, take, stock of that and realize what you've done to learn this lesson. And it shows you the good stuff you have done. Well, these people, like the murderers or really bad people, when they come to that, they think if they do that, they'll stop. They're like, I'm not crossing over. So they go into nothing land, the in between. And they kind of get stuck there, but we don't get stuck, guys. So I want you to know your loved ones are always around, because I have to cross over people at homes, and there's that white light. I'm not always going to say, I think I've seen it 3 times in my lifetime. It's incredible. That white light that we go through, it's incredible. It will suck those people right into heaven, with their loved ones. But so they
I love a good sucking.
Yeah, it's a good sucking. You
let it off.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's so they still have that same personality. But when we do cross that threshold, all our human emotions are sucked out of us, and it's just pure love. We just need to see that we have to do that life review. So that's why this goes, and that's why we'll have them at haunted locations, because even if they didn't really do something bad, but they think they did something bad, they're afraid to cross over. Those are the ones I like to cross over. But I don't know about you, Marilyn. I know wherever I go, they make me sign papers that I'm not crossing over. I'm like, nope, don't worry.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
But but like I was saying, Katie, for you, just a little meditation, even if it's a walk. What do you find relaxes you, Katie? That you totally relaxes your mind?
Well, you know what, April? I find that I get messages that come through when I'm distracted. Like if I'm doing the dishes, if I'm folding laundry, when your brain,
Marilyn. Yep.
when your brain's completely like
She
in the
calls
shed.
me with the greatest ideas. She's like, "Yeah, I'm just over here
Yep.
banging dudes, and I got a
Yeah.
great idea." I'm like,
That's
"Wow,
exactly-
okay."
See?
That's exactly what I
See?
do.
That's
Yeah.
excellent because that is the truth. It's when your mind is relaxed. That's when you have now quieted your mind because you're doing something mindless. You know,
Yeah.
like us taking a shower. We do this all. It's repetition. We do this all the time. Doing just repetition. Our mind is quiet. So guess what? That's when the information comes in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we all have these abilities, but you have to find your meditation. Because I know, like, even like, you know, I repeat myself, do meditation, but then, like, you know, I've learned you don't have to sit there like, oh, because you know.
No.
So I found that when I walk, oh my God, the
Mhm.
information that I get when I walk, it's incredible. I have to carry a pad with me, a little pad with me, because I'm
Wow.
like, you know, like. But see, you're a perfect example of that, Katie, of getting that information while your mind is relaxed. So you learn. That's how you learn to quiet your mind.
Right.
So nobody called Katie while she's doing the dishes
Or banging
Right?
dudes.
or banging food.
Yeah.
But that's fabulous. I love that you said that because that is exactly it. That's how you quiet your mind. We all have that ability to quiet our mind, you know.
Right. And I
Unless
don't know how you feel about dreaming, but I'm a dreamer too, and that's one of the few times of the day where my brain, our conscious goes to sleep, and it's all
Yes.
subconscious. And
That's
so
fabulous.
I get so
That's
many
the
messages when I
thing.
sleep.
Now, I love that you brought that up. Now, guess what? I have a lot of friends that are not psychic during the day, but they will have dreams
Mhm.
and they'll tell me about it. And then, like, a week later it comes true. I'm like, oh, holy crap. You know,
Yeah.
but they can only do it in their sleeping hours. But you're doing both, which is really incredible.
Mhm.
I don't have prophetic dreams. Like, I am out. Like, you know, I'm a light sleeper, so I don't really go too deep, you know, but I think that's so cool. Like, you guys that could do that. I can't do that.
Oh.
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
do have
Okay.
fun dreams. Like, I actually, you know, when I was painting when I was younger, I used to like go into contests. I had a dream that I was flying on a unicorn and the world was like dark, like just black, gray, black and white. And I was flying this unicorn with my paintbrush, making the world colorful. I was painting the world.
Aw.
So it was
That's
really
Oh, that's cool.
so
That's
it
cute.
made a good painting, an idea for a painting. You know?
Right?
But
Do,
that's
so
what
do you
I
guys all dream in? Do you guys all dream in color?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
do.
dream in
Yeah.
color,
Yep.
but I found
Yeah.
there are people that don't.
Right.
Yeah, I know. I heard that. I'm like,
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
I don't get that. Like when
And a
I
friend of mine, he says he has no, like, he can't remember faces, or like actual like descriptions. Like, he intellectually can like recall the location, like
yeah,
a Pirates of the Caribbean ride. You know, can remember being on the walkway, the planks or the brick, but he can't visualize it in his mind.
huh?
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, that you know what?
Hmm.
So you would be a good psychic.
Right? Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah,
yeah,
right.
he's a left brainer. That's why he's a
Yeah.
left brainer.
It's like,
Mm.
You know?
That's where
yeah,
I've
there's some
actually learned how to
guy.
control my dreams as well.
Oh yeah,
Really?
Yeah, because if I'm in a dream, I've learned I want to go faster. I can make myself move and kind of manipulate and do what I want to in my dream. And for me, it's almost like astral projecting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Why
cool.
would you want to manipulate the dream? Like what's the purpose
Yeah,
behind
that takes the
controlling?
trowel right out of the astral.
So
Astral
for me, it's like
projecting.
if something is coming after me or someone's chasing me or something is
Oh,
wrong,
I have a story
head.
about that.
yeah, I can
gotcha.
always, I can even, whenever I'm flying, I can make myself go faster, go slower,
That's crazy.
up and
And you know
down.
what? Most
That's
people,
neat.
like, you know, when you're like trying to run in a dream and you can't run fast, we can't. Here,
Mm.
Marilyn is manipulating that whole thing in
Yeah.
her that nobody else
You're
could
not
do.
going to get me. You're
See,
not going
That's
to get me.
crazy.
That's
And I'm of the
insane.
opposite. I like to embrace that feeling because I want to see how the story ends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get obsessed with learning the story, and then I get obsessed with going back to that dream or nightmare or whatever again,
Yeah.
and getting more backstory. I don't know. It's weird.
Mm.
Where I can also wake up and go back into a dream.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I,
I've
Oh,
done that a
I
few
will
times.
tell you, when I was younger, I did have something like that, but I was actually lived in a very haunted house, and this thing was terrorizing me, and would terrorize me in my dreams.
Yep.
And I remember,
really?
oh yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible. I would have, it was not the same dream, but I was always running away from somebody. And so I remember, like, just one dream, I learned to fly my dream as a
That's
kid.
pretty
Oh
cool.
my God. And she still does. She's so cute. I know it's a female version of Peter Pan.
That's our
Oh,
Franny.
The
Franny's
original Peter Pan
so
was a
cool.
female.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. So anyway, this guy, like, somebody was I was always being chased. So one time, was like, so here's the dream. I finally got away from this guy. I'm in my house, and I call the police, and the police are there, right? So the dream was, all right, I'm safe now because I got the cops here. And as soon as the dream's about to end, that cop looks at me. That was my protector, and the thing that was chasing me has now turned into the cop. And the cop turns around and, like, will smile at me. And I'm like, and then I wake up, I'm like, that bastard, I didn't get rid of it. And I'll go back into another dream where he changes, and it's over and over again until I met my husband. And I'm still
Oh,
having these bad dreams.
Hmm.
Yeah, recurring dreams. And the thing in my dream was going after my husband. And I killed it.
okay. You
I
found the
killed
line
it.
and you drew it.
I'm like,
Wow.
no, because that's my man. Don't you go near my husband, And I remember I killed it, and I never had that again. Not going.
That's
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, but that thing terrorized me from my house,
Wow.
as a kid. Yeah,
Yep.
but like Franny was talking about flying, this thing would tell me I could fly in my sleep. And I would wake up in the morning and it would show me, try flying down your stairs. It was trying to make me hurt myself.
Oh, of course. Oh, that's messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now I got,
Everybody knows you can't do that unless you have a towel on.
exactly.
Your
They didn't
cape.
tell me that.
Yeah.
So I had no cape. No.
Yeah. You're like, I ain't falling for that.
Yeah. You bastards. That's it. So nobody's getting me this time.
Not
But I
this
need
time.
But I can't move quick in my dreams like Mary Lynn. I need Mary Lynn's, abilities where I can, like, manipulate, like, how fast you could go.
Yeah.
So Patty's
That's a
asking, do
pretty
you
cool
think
trick.
it was a succubus? I do. You can, yeah, those will control and try to hurt. And with you killing it, you took it out.
Yeah. Well, do you know how I first saw that thing? I'm going to tell you. So this is my first encounter with the dead. So I'm laying in bed. We had just moved. I'm laying in bed. I'm a little kid. And I wake up, so I'm not afraid of the dark, obviously. And, my father was at the foot of my bed, and I'm talking to him, and I'm yelling for my mom to come in, blah, blah, blah. Everyone comes running in. And I'm like, Daddy's here. And I'm screaming, Daddy's here, Daddy's here. And the whole reason we moved is because my dad died 2 years prior.
Oh.
So he came to me. But after that, all hell broke loose in that house.
Wow.
It was no longer, like, he opened up that portal, and every
floodgate, man.
flood of these bad things were coming at me. So the first encounter after my father, when I woke up in the middle of the night, it's dark, and I'm going to play with my doll on the table. I turn over. I'm a little kid. Turn over. There's this black statue thing in my bed with red eyes. And like Beetlejuice, it said, I'm going to get you. And it said it 3 times. I never repeat it, like, when I tell the story, because I'm afraid to say it the third time, and, like, it's going to make him appear like Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
But that was like, but it's funny. Like, my whole family started experiencing it.
That's
like,
the shit
something
that
was
sticks
going on,
with you.
but I was seeing them. Them. I could see this man, this really tall man, like, he would come up to my bedroom door, and I could hear him breathing, and I knew he was getting off on knowing that I was so scared.
Yeah,
the more afraid I was, he loved it. But my family was feeling, but not seeing it. So, but what's funny? At one point, I remember I had fallen asleep to wake up to this man saying, but I wasn't afraid of him. He was like in a bomber jacket. But I could see through him, and I couldn't see his legs, which a lot of people say they see when they see ghosts. turns out, like, I felt like this man was protecting me. It turned out it was my stepfather's brother, Rudy. He died in the war, the bomber jacket. Because my mom showed me, she goes, "Is this the guy you saw?" I'm like, "That's the guy, you know." So this
Wow.
guy came to help me. So it was really nice. I think my dad was there to help me. But you know, it was, I was terrorized as a kid. But I think a lot of us are, you know, when we have that ability, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't deal with like a succubus or something like that. I would want to start smaller, like a succu car, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, something. Just
Oh
let
yeah,
me
when they
get in
hold
easy.
you down, like, yeah.
You know, don't hit me with the big stuff right off the bat, man. You got to work into it. You know.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, why don't you go ahead and tell everybody how they can find you? We've reached our hour,
Oh
surprisingly.
yeah, this is fun. I just gotta say, it was so good to talk to you guys. I have been thinking of you, you know, guys, and I'm like, oh, I love them, and I was so glad when you call. I forgot all about this night, but thank God. Anyway, so you can find me at intuitiveapril.com, or on social media. It's like Psychic Housewife of New Jersey. And yeah, check out my website because I'll be doing that class, which is going to be so much fun. I'm
That's
going to
awesome.
show you how I learned to strengthen my abilities. And we have so much fun. But I've made some really good psychics. I have given birth to some good psychics through my classes. I'm
That's
excited to be back and do it again. But it's I got to Marilyn, your hair looks awesome.
Oh, thank you.
I think it's so beautiful.
Well, thank you.
And
Yeah, they've got it coiffed. Mine,
you're a
I got-
sex pot.
yeah,
You're a sex pot with that body.
yeah.
I bet your wife can't keep her hands off you.
Said sometimes,
Around her neck.
mostly for
Around
this.
your neck. But again, thank you guys for having me on. It was like so much fun to talk to you guys.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Miss
you
April.
too.
You're amazing and beautiful as always.
Love you guys.
And hang out backstage
Play
a bit. folks.
And I'll
Hopefully
play
we'll
us
see
out
each other soon.
Yeah, hang
Yep.
out.
Yep.
And
Hang
We'll
out
talk to you
backstage.
Hang out for a bit.
Okay.